Have you started a new business? Are you all excited for the next chapter in your life? Then you take a quick step back and then the thought processes kick in and you feel like a rabbit in the headlights, thinking what if it all goes wrong? This video will highlight 5 mistakes not to make when starting a new business and will assist you in your successful business journey. Number 1, not made a business plan. You might have heard this quote a lot. If you fail to plan, essentially you are planning to fail. This is still very true within businesses and with startups in particular. If you're going into business, you definitely need to make a business plan. Without one, there is no direction for your business. It doesn't have to be pages upon pages of plans. A one-page plan can be sufficient enough to detail what your business is trying to achieve, the core goals you are aiming to meet and how to achieve them. If you haven't already, you may need to watch our previous SMART goals video, as business goals should be SMART in order for some clarity for your business journey. The link is in the detail below. In writing a business plan, it will prove whether or not your business will be feasible before investing in too much time and money. If it seeks to be feasible, ensure your plan is dynamic and is able to evolve over time, just like your business will. This will aid as a blueprint for your business and gives clarity for making business decisions in the future. By reviewing your business plan and uncovering the weak spots, this will minimize risks and give you more certainty for the future, which may aid in gaining investors for your business or assisting in securing external finance options for potential capital purchases. One way of looking at it is the business plan is a roadmap to success, that you will be going on this journey and the plan will keep you on track for that journey. There may be some bumps in the road along the way, but you still know where you're wanting to head to. The route may need to be altered at times, but predominantly you know where you want your end destination to be. Now, do you have a business plan in place? If not, then feel free to pause the video and start to brainstorm your business plan before we move on to point number 2, as this could potentially help secure the future of your business. Number 2, don't be afraid to fail. It is better to have tried and failed than to have never tried at all. If you want to be successful as a business owner, accept that failure is inevitable. Many business owners have failed numerous times before achieving success. Please don't think that I'm encouraging you to strive to fail. This is not the case, but just accept it on your journey. When a difficult situation arises, learn from your mistakes. Don't get bogged down by it. Hard times will follow in business. It's how you deal with it that defines you and your business in the future. Treat it as a learning experience. By learning from these, you become a better entrepreneur by using the experience and growing as a person. If you can, take something positive from each failure and move on from it. If you think about it, many risky businesses do tend to be the most successful. On a bigger scale, in 2001, Microsoft entered the gaming world with the release of the first Xbox. They were trying to rival a market which was dominated by Nintendo, Sony and Sega. I mean, who remembers their Sega Mega Drives and their SNESes? Now, I am showing my age, but these companies had a huge super fan base at the time of the release of the Xbox. What a massive risk Microsoft had on its hands, but they were adamant they could overcome this. Now, Microsoft knew exactly what they had to do to win the battle. They slashed their prices of the console to enable families to afford to buy it, but also knew the target market by rolling it out at game expos in order to gain traction. Their risk paid off, but on the other hand, big companies like these do take risks and have to admit defeat and abandon some of their business ideas. Take Tesco, for instance. They decided to trial ongoing grocery stores in the US in 2007, called Tesco Fresh and Easy. This was on the edge of a recessionary cliff when Americans were looking at spending less on their food budget. Now, after opening 200 stores, 5 years later, Tesco had to admit defeat and release a statement they were closing all its stores. This cost them nearly $1.8 billion and a fair bit of humiliation. But this shows ideas do fail all the time, and you should just be a little bit cautious. But Tesco's is still going strong today, many years on from this fail, and they would have learned a lot as a company from this failure. Now, I'm not saying set yourself up for such an epic fail, but these are key companies that you can see having taken risks and learned from each strategic decision. Make sure you are resilient. It's very important. That's what these businesses have become. See it as an opportunity to be more creative when you fail instead of taking it on as a bad thing. Sometimes it works as a powerful motivator in order to make you want to thrive and achieve success in the future. By having this desire to succeed and having your business plan in place, you're ready to start building a brighter future for you and your business. Now, have you thought about creating a plan B? Now, from the first point, it was to make sure you've set out a business plan. However, on top of your business plan, do you have a contingency plan? A plan B for when things go wrong. You could set up an emergency manual as such, and this could be referred to if things do go wrong. It's your business continuity and contingency plan. This will be useful to manage risk and recover quickly in a crisis. Number 3, ineffective marketing. Do you have a marketing plan? Do you know who your customer target market is? What social media platforms they are using? Most businesses that have a great, well thought out planned marketing strategy are usually the long-term players in the market. Create this plan up front before starting your business, as without a well thought out plan, you will have an ineffective marketing strategy and it will be a waste of your time and potential sales lost. When thinking out your marketing strategy, ensure you have carried out the appropriate research to know what will be the best method for you. Seek out what your competitors are doing, especially the things they are getting right, and also note what they are not doing and see if there is a gap that you could potentially fill and make your business become noticed. Find the right online marketing platform for your business. Do not spread yourself too thinly across all social media platforms. There are more and more platforms that are out there each year. As if you do, you'll find all your time will be spent on social media trying to keep up with everything, or your time will be wasted as you won't be posting enough appropriate content across them all. Find the one that works best for the trade you're within and make the effort to research about what you should be posting, what time frame works best for the business, etc. Don't forget that some customers will still try and seek out a website page to look at your business too. You can get basic websites set up relatively cheap nowadays, as there is so much competition out there. As soon as the business is underway, and as long as you're receiving great feedback, see if you can use testimonials and reviews, both on your social media platform and also on your website. Search engine optimizations are a really useful tool, as well as within an internet search can be found relatively easy by having these in place, and this may be key to future sales. Now, does this all fill you with dread? Where do you have the time to start doing all this when you need to focus on other key areas such as making your products, setting out budgets and planning other areas, getting your work area completed in order to start the business? Maybe, if capital allows, you delegate this task to an expert that specialises in marketing. This may save you plenty of wasted time, and they may be able to help with the marketing plan. Number 4, poor planning of cash flow. When starting up your business, you should be able to identify specific costs that will be required to be met. There will always be an initial outlay of capital that will need to be spent, then also make a spreadsheet or use particular apps or software in order to budget and produce a cash flow forecast that will take into account monthly outgoings. When planning for cash flow, also allow for potential taxes as well as those expenses and capital equipment you may purchase. Remember that there will always be expenses that crop up that you wouldn't be expecting. So best to plan for the most amount of expenses and have a contingency plan or pot to fall back on. That's the expense side thought about. But what about income? Without this, you will not be able to cover those expenses. So do you know how much income you need in order to break even? or how much income you need to make a profit. Where is your income coming from? How will you generate all that budgeted income? Are you guaranteed those sales? Now you have all the expenses and potential income mapped out, you must now consider, how much do you require to be able to live on for yourself personally? This is crucial, especially if you have financial commitments and responsibilities to meet yourself. Is the business actually viable to sustain your living costs from the budgets you have set out? If not, then the business plan really needs to be revisited, and your whole business vision and goals will need to be readdressed. As without meeting all those commitments in the budgets alone, you will be going down a road you really do not want to waste time and energy on, as this will seriously demotivate you and the business will not succeed anyway. This is where your plan B comes into action. If you have planned everything and the business appears viable, start as you mean to go on. If you slip into a process of managing the cash flow inefficiently and irresponsibly, this can be a death sentence for startup businesses, as it starts to fail before it really gets going. If you get into good habits at the start of your business by watching the pennies responsibly, then the pounds will not get wasted. By making sure you have the forecasts and budgets in place and monitoring your bookkeeping processes, keeping track of your ongoing income and expenses could provide a decent lifeline for your business in the future. I find if startups pay close attention and continue their habits of monitoring these, then it's a surefire way of staying organised and being proactive and keeping to plan. Now I hope you're enjoying the video so far and it's proven beneficial for your new startup business. If you are, before we move on to the fifth and final mistake to make, we'd really appreciate if you could click the like button below. And if you want to see more of our videos, please do hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to be notified whenever we release a new video. It really helps us to know that you like what we're doing and tell YouTube that other people could also benefit from this video. Thank you so much. Now, number 5, failing to adapt. Today's world is moving incredibly fast. Each day there are new developments in technology, changes in the way people live their lives, and world developments that impact on businesses. Just look at global wars, the pandemic. These are all factors within the modern society we live in that have massively changed business markets. Change is always inevitable. Businesses who adapt early enough are usually the ones that thrive in the face of adversity when others are left behind. No one likes change. People's habits are to remain stable to what they know, even though things may be becoming stale. But to be successful, you need to have your eyes open and identify and adapt to those markets around you. Just think of Lego. It was originally founded by a Danish carpenter in 1932. It started small with wooden toys and simple building bricks. Nice, simple and easy that children love playing with. It is a brand that nearly everyone recognises and children do still love playing with it today. However, in 2003, Lego nearly hit bankruptcy. This was due to over-innovating. Lego kept reading the markets and developed their products, and by working with the likes of Harry Potter and Star Wars, very big names that everyone recognises, these collaborations and launching a successful series of movies, they've reinvented themselves and are again a very successful business. Now usually the stimulus for change is usually external to our business, like Lego did. That's why it's crucial to understand the external factors so you're prepared to read the markets around you and for you to react quickly. Remember your plan B. There you have it, the 5 mistakes not to make when starting a business. Don't make the same mistakes as others. Learn these quickly and help your business have the great start it requires to become a long-standing successful business. Now thanks for watching. I hope this video has been useful to you. And remember, sometimes just one thing is all it takes. See you soon.